One of the things that people ask all the time, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? Well, I tell people very simply is this: you've got to develop a skill and become comfortable learning how to talk to people. People want to use people this day and time, they want to use technology, they want to use texting, they want to use email, they want to use the internet, and all that's good. But still, there's a point in time that you're going to have to develop the skills to learn how to communicate and talk to people. That's why I tell people this little tool right here, the phone. This little tool can be a feather, or for some people, picking this phone up is like picking up 10,000-pound gorilla. And I tell people you can let this phone be an asset, or you can let it be a liability. I've learned over our career that the phone is one of the greatest assets we have. And so, you know what? I tell people, don't be scared to learn how to pick up and communicate and call people on the telephone. And so it's a trade. I tell people that we're losing the art of communication through texting, through emails, through all the social media stuff. We're losing the art of communication. People say, well, I got 6,000 friends on Facebook. They ain't 6,000 people your friend. And them 6,000 people, how many of them 6,000 people do you even really know? Now, you may be able to reach out to them, but what we found out in time is, once again, is this. As you learn how to build the business, what's going to happen very simply is this. Friends do what friends do, but more importantly is this. You build a friendship, and then that individual will build the business, because they won't want you to run off and leave them behind. And the only way you can build a relationship, whether it's with me and you, or me and my wife, or me and anybody, is it takes time. We got to spend time talking. We got to spend time seeing each other. That's how you build a relationship. Well, in business, success is about building relationships. In our traditional businesses, and even in our networking business, is about building relationships. The tighter the relationship comes, normally the more successful the business endeavor comes. And so you can either allow this phone, it can become Black Beauty, and it can make you millions of dollars, or it can just be an item that is never used to further yourself. You take Michael Jordan, or you take any of the athletes, or you take Tiger Woods, you take anybody. You think about it. You look. He plays with a set of golf clubs. Let's just say they're TaylorMade. What's the difference between his TaylorMades and the TaylorMades I play? Are you ready? The only difference is this, is who's swinging the club. So I make nothing with my TaylorMades. He's made $1 billion with his TaylorMades. Why? Because of how he swings the club. In what we do, the phone is our golf club. You can just let it be a regular utensil, or it can become the thing that creates your future, your destiny, by learning how to use it. Just like Michael Jackson, to an average person, it's a basketball. To him, hey, $1 billion. Michael Jordan. I said Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Hey, that was the microphone. To me, a microphone's a microphone. But to Michael Jackson, guess what it was? It was his life. It created everything. Guess what? Through our platform of networking, our platform is communication. People do it all the ways. Once again, I'll emphasize the phone is the way to do it. That's my belief.
How many calls do you make a day?
You got to set a goal. It's not about how many calls you make a day. It's about how many people you want to talk to. Once again, you set a goal and work backwards. Here's my goal is I want to talk to 10 people today. That's my goal. My goal is not to make 10 phone calls, because there's no productivity in making the call. There's only productivity when you talk to somebody. So I set a goal by how many people I want to talk to. I want to talk to 10 people today. Okay? Well, guess what? I may have to make 30 calls to talk to 10. So what good is setting a goal? I'm going to make 10 phone calls today, and you talk to nobody. You've not sharpened your pencil. You've not developed any skills. You've done nothing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're just like contacting people. Well, I'm just going to go out and contact people. Never happens. You set a goal. I'm going to contact 5 people today. So guess what? I'm going to go out and I'm going to develop my skill. I don't even have to mention what I'm doing. All I want to do is develop the skill, and for me to become comfortable talking with people. So you understand something. You're only going to make the money when you get good enough to become a professional. Then you'll make the money.
How many people what's a good place to start at as far as how many people to talk to?
Well, you know what? If you're talking to none, just up your game and go to 1 or 2. If you're talking to 2, up your game and go to 5. If you're 5, up your game and go to 10. Just like contacting. If you're not contacting people on a daily basis, and when you're around people all day long, you're really not thinking about your future. You're really not planning your sight and your vision is not on your future, because if it was on your future, one of the things we know is people are what move products. And you're around people all day long. If you're not contacting somebody new every day, you're really not moving forward. Your business is not in your future, because you're doing nothing for it. So today is your future. And the next thing is so set a goal. I want to contact, 1 person a day. If you're not contacting anybody, you're not going to go from contacting nobody to going to 5 in one day. So start with 1, then take it to 3, then take it to 5, then take it to 10. Take the time to invest in yourself and develop the skills that create and produce the income.